Conditions are satisfied, we can say the given two triangles are similar, or the correspondence ABC to PQR is a similarity, right? So in this way we can prove. So this is according to the definition. We all know area of any acute angle triangle can be easily obtained by drawing a perpendicular from any of the vertex to the opposite side. So let us take AMB perpendicular to BC. So right now I can say area of triangle ABC. This is the way how to write in short. Area of triangle ABC is equal to half into base into height, right? So base is BC, on which we have drawn an altitude. So foot of the perpendicular M is on BC, right? So if it is an acute angle triangle, then we can write half into BC into AM, where you can see the position of foot of perpendicular is on line segment BC. But same thing is not true when we have a right angle triangle. If we have a right angle triangle having angle B to be a right angle, so right now if I want to draw an altitude from A, so it will be intersecting at point B itself. That means B and M will be the same point, it will represent the same point. So here we can write area of triangle ABC. It is again half into base into altitude. So you can write half into base will remain same BC and altitude itself is AB. Okay, now it is on you whether you can replace B by M or not. So if you want to replace, you can also write the same result as half into MC into AM. Okay, so the meaning of both the answer is same. But in the third case, if you have an obtuse angle triangle, now in this case when I am drawing an altitude from A, right, so it will not be on line segment BC, so we will have to extend it, right? So this is called to be line BC, or we can say in other ways M lies out of line segment BC. That means it is on line BC, right? So right now we can say area of triangle ABC is equal to the same formula, half into base. Base will be considered to be BC itself only. You cannot write CM. Okay, so because BC is the side of the triangle, so half into BC into the height. So this is the perpendicular height, so which is equal to AM. So whether it is an acute angle triangle, or it is a right angle triangle, or it is an obtuse angle triangle, the formula will remain same. The answer is half into BC into AM. Now why I am teaching you all this? Because it will be useful to our next theorem, which is basic proportionality theorem. Now let us learn basic proportionality theorem. It is also called to be fundamental proportionality theorem. This theorem or this result was proved by a Greek mathematician called to be Thales. So in his memory it is also called to be Thales theorem. Okay, so this is the name of the mathematician, right? Now here, what is the statement of the theorem? Let us first understand. If a line is drawn parallel to one side of the triangle, so suppose we are assuming triangle ABC, and suppose you are drawing one line, right? This line L may be parallel to one side BC of triangle ABC. So it is given, if a line is parallel to one side of the triangle to intersect other two sides in two distinct points. So let us take the point of intersection be D and E. Let me tell you, D and E are not the midpoints of the side. You can draw the same figure in this way also. You can draw line L little closer to BC. So this figure shows you the clear concept that D and E are not the midpoints, right? So to intersect the other two sides in two distinct points, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. That means the ratio of AD is to BD will be same as AE is to EC. So what is the result according to basic proportionality theorem? AD upon DB will be equal to AE upon EC. Let us see how to prove this. Okay. First we shall understand the introduction. So what we will write in the introduction? So we are given a triangle ABC in which a line is parallel to side BC. It intersects line segment AB and AC at two distinct points D and E respectively. We need to prove AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. So that much introduction let us write. So that much of introduction is now written. Now let us join BE. You can join BE as well as you can join CD, right? So you may get triangle BDE and triangle DEC in the same way. Also you can draw a perpendicular from D. So let us take DM be perpendicular to line segment AC. In the similar way EN be perpendicular to line segment AB, right? So I'll draw the same figure again 2 to 3 times so that you can understand the concept. You can see the above triangle is just ADE. ADE is containing two altitudes, one from D and one from E. So let us draw that figure twice. So I have made 4 different triangles to make you clear. In the first triangle ADE, DM is an altitude. So its area will be half into DM into AE. In the second triangle DEC, you can see from the main figure, this is DEC, which is an obtuse angle triangle. So altitude from D is here, DM. The same thing I am drawing here. This DM will be on line EC. You can draw 4 different figures for clear understanding. So here the area will be half into DM into EC. Half into DM into EC. Okay. Why I am repeating 2 times? Because these are the 2 triangles having same altitude DM. Right. Now let us compare these 2 triangles. Here I have taken EN to be an altitude. So this area will be half into EN into AD. Area of triangle ADE will be half into EN into ED. And same with this triangle. Okay, is this again obtuse angle triangle where angle D is an obtuse angle. EN is perpendicular. So this EN will come on line BD, right? So you are getting EN perpendicular. So area of this triangle will be half into EN into DB, right? Can you compare this result? Here also I'll write it was half into DM into AE. And area of this triangle DEC was half into DM into EC, right? This we will write systematically, but first you can understand from the figure. So let us take these 4 results as result number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So you can see here I have written everything as result number 1, 2, 3, 4, mentioning all the 4 triangles using the formula of half base into height. Now what you are going to do is divide 1 by 2 and 3 by 4. So on dividing 1 by 2, we will get the left hand side as area of ADE upon area of DEC is equal to half into AE into DM upon half into EC into DM. So DM and half will get cancelled. So the main result number 5 will be AE upon EC. This is main result number 5. Similarly, when you divide result number 3 by 4, you will be getting area of triangle ADE upon area of triangle BDE is equal to half into AD into EN divided by half into DB into EN. So again EN and half will be cancelled. So you will be getting AD upon DB. This is result number 6. Now what is same between 5 and 6? How can we compare? So you can see the numerators of 5th and 6th result is same, area of ADE. Now let me talk about the denominators. So the denominators are triangle DEC and BDE. Let me draw those triangles again. So this was your figure, right? This was triangle BDE. Same way another triangle was C, right? DEC, or you can call it CED. So can I say in the data we have taken that this line L, that means line DE, is parallel to BC, and that is why these are the two triangles lying between same parallel line. And as we have studied, whenever two triangles are between same parallel line with a common base DE, so their area will be same. So can I say the denominators also will be equal? So let us write. So as these two triangles are on the same base DE and they are between the same parallels BC and DE, so their area are equal. This is result number 7. So from result number 5, 6 and 7, we can compare 5th and 6th. So we can write by result number 5th, 6th and 7th, we get area of ADE upon area of DEC is equal to area of ADE upon area of BDE. So AE upon EC will be equal to AD upon DB, and hence the result is proved. Okay, and remember that the converse of this statement is also true.